This video is sponsored by DesignCrowd.com. Get the perfect custom design every time with the world's #1 custom design marketplace.
If I had $1 for every time somebody asked me this, how much does it cost to start a t-shirt business? I'd probably be a millionaire, at least 1,000 there. Anyway, the answer's coming right up now. What's up, guys? Gary Edgenay, tshirthelpdesk.com, and that's the $1 million question, guys. How much does it cost to start a t-shirt business? Newsflash, guys, I just want to tell you in the beginning, this video might be a little lengthy, but there's a lot of really good information, all right? So just, if you can, take that really short attention span, all right? And just lengthen it a little bit so that you can get some good information, all right? Back to the video. Now, the answer is, it depends. It really depends. And if someone gives you a definitive answer, it costs $50, it costs $5,000, it costs 20 stacks, 10,000, 30,000. They're either telling you strictly from their point of view, or they don't know what they're talking about, because there's so many layers and variables, all right? So let's get into it. All right, guys, there's 3 ways that you can look at this, okay? The first way that I'm gonna talk about is the biggest and the most expensive way, and that is, are you gonna be a one-stop shop that takes care of everything? Meaning, are you gonna be the designer? Are you going to print? Are you going to ship? Okay, and are you going to do all of that in-house? What that means is, are you going to screen print yourself? Are you going to have a DTG machine, a vinyl cutter? Are you going to do all of the manufacturing yourself? Because if that's the case, the cost is going to be, it could be up to, $20,000, $30,000 for a quality DTG machine, you know, or you could come down to maybe about maybe $1,500 to $5,000 for really good screen printing equipment, okay? Or maybe you're gonna get to the point where you're gonna have automated screen printing machines. You don't have to do the squeegee yourself. It goes back and forth. It's automatic. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna use custom heat transfers and a heat press and do it yourself? Are you going to use a vinyl cutter? I'm going from the top most expensive all the way down to the cheapest. You see, you have to figure that out first, okay? Also, if you're doing that, you're going to have to buy your own boxes, okay? You're going to have to have your own hang tags, maybe have your own labels, print your own labels. Have your own labels, sew on your own labels. You're gonna have somebody sew it on. You have to take all of these things into account. So that could be anywhere from just getting a vinyl cutter for a couple of $100 to getting a quality DTG machine. That can cost you anywhere from, you might can get one used for $7,000 to $10,000, but I suggest you get a nice good one. I suggest, of course, OmniPrint FreeJet from anywhere from 16, 18,000, maybe 20,000 plus the pre-treat machine if you want to, or you can do it yourself. But now we're talking about being all inclusive, okay? Let's go to the next thing. Also, when it comes to manufacturing, are you gonna do cut and sew blanks, or are you gonna buy blanks wholesale? Cut and sew blanks is where you actually have a manufacturer cut and sew specialty blanks just for you. I strongly don't suggest that. I suggest that, like most people, you get your blanks wholesale. Now, of course, I strongly suggest the blanks at Bella Canvas. They are, to me, the best blanks in terms of quality for the best price. All right, guys, the next thing that you can do is to outsource your manufacturing, meaning of course, you buy your blanks and you have a screen printer or an outside entity do all your printing. All right, and then once you get that back, then you can do all of your specialty things like your hang tags, your labels, or something like that. This is going to cost you more upfront money because you're going to have to pay these people to do it. Then once you get it back, you know, you can decorate it how you like, and then you can ship them out yourself. So there's two tiers. It's manufacturing yourself, and then there's having someone else do all the manufacturing and printing for you, okay? The next thing is to go POD, that's print on demand. That's where you use a company where when you get a sale, the sale goes straight to the POD service, and they will print and ship your blank to your customer for you. And what happens when the sales comes in, they get paid, and then you get paid profit on top of that. It's a really great service. A lot of people start out this way. It's fantastic, okay? Now, the pluses to using POD is you virtually don't have to do anything. There's very little to no upfront costs. You just pretty much have to put up a credit card, and when the sale comes in, you know, you get your cut, they get their cut, all right? The con is you don't get to do all of that special stuff, okay? Pretty much you're subject to whatever their print quality is, and you don't get to do, like, you know, specialty boxes for the most part, special tissue paper. You might not be able to put labels in certain places. So you're pretty much at the beck and call of whatever they do. If they offer some stuff, you have to go with what they offer. If you want some special stuff to put that special touch, you can't do that with a print on demand service, okay? So, I mean, there's trade-offs with everything, but it is the cheapest and easiest way to get into the t-shirt industry, all right? And that's that. Now, the next thing that we want to talk about, which is an added cost, no matter what you're doing, is who is doing your designing. If you're artistically inclined, you can design yourself. If you're not, I strongly suggest that you hire a graphic designer or a graphic design service. Guys, do not cut corners on this. What happens is too many times I see people, they do really kind of cheesy designs, and then, you know, they're like, oh my God, what's going on here? Well, that's because you didn't use a professional, okay? A professional can cost you anywhere from a few dollars on a site, but you get what you pay for. Or you can go to a site like Design Crowd, okay? That's, you can spend it anywhere from 70, 80 bucks to up to 300 to get some really great quality designs, okay? One design can take you into the next level, all right? So think about all these things, okay? So are you gonna design yourself, or are you gonna have the added expense of hiring a designer? All these things have to be factored in. Okay, guys, this is the expense that nobody talks about. I mean, you guys know about screen printing, you guys know about buying screen printing equipment, DTG machines, all that stuff. But no matter what you do, even if you go all the way down to POD, you're going to have to pay for exposure. The fact of the matter is that you can have the best, dopest, hottest t-shirt line on the planet. If nobody knows who you are, nobody's gonna buy. So with that being said, where is your exposure? Now, if you're a person who's already popular, you already are a popular YouTuber, you have a popular gym or a popular club, or you're just a popular person, you're a person who's on Instagram or Facebook, whatever, and you're popping, you can sell t-shirts and sell merch like that. However, most of us are not. Most of us are normal people, or we're coming up with a line that no one's ever heard of. So you're going to have to pay for advertising. Okay, you're gonna have to pay for Facebook ads. Now, Facebook ads includes Instagram because Facebook owns Instagram. All right. Also, you could do Google advertising. You know, Google. That's when you go to Google and you type in, I don't know, tree hugger t-shirts and some stuff comes up. All right, you can pay for that. You can also have something called retargeting. That's when if, let's just say I put in tree hugger t-shirt, and every time, and it's probably happened to you, you go to totally different websites and you go all over the place, and now you're just seeing tree hugging or whatever type of thing that you were looking for. You're seeing it all over the place now. You're like, is Big Brother watching? No, that's something called retargeting. That's where they put a little pixel by way of using your IP address, and they know everywhere you're going, and they can market to you. All right, that costs money. Okay, so advertising can be anywhere from $5-10 a day up to $5,000, $20,000 a day. Now, of course, most of you guys, if you have to ask about how much does it cost, you probably aren't spending that kind of money. But anyway, 5, 10, 20, 25, some people spend $100 a day on advertising, okay? That adds up, all right? So, I mean, it's up to you, but you're gonna have to pay for some form of advertising unless you're already popular. Another thing is social media. Now, if you really are good at social media, you can manage your social media accounts yourself. But a lot of people, they go to people who are professionals and they get a social media manager. This could cost you another $100, $150 a week, or maybe a couple $100 a month to get a decent social media manager as well as advertising, okay? This goes into a lot of times the cost of starting any kind of business if you're doing it online. So make sure that you take all of this stuff into account when you're trying to start a t-shirt business. And you might only do POD, which is free, okay? And then you put a little bit of advertising into it and you do the social media yourself. Or you can manufacture everything, but you're already popular. So that's gonna bring your advertising costs down. So you see what I say when I mean it depends, guys? It really depends. So I'm just putting this out here so to give you some idea as to what's going on. So to answer your question again, there is no one definitive answer as to how much it costs to start a t-shirt business. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe, all right? Remember, as always, cheers to your t-shirts. And guys, I've got a fantastic t-shirt course coming. It's gonna blow your mind. There's nothing, and I mean nothing like it. I have over 20 years in the t-shirt industry, so I'm gonna blow your mind, guys. So make sure that you go down in the list, in the description box, and get on the list, because when it comes out, woo! So anyway, guys, I'm finna put some butt on my shoes and slide on out the door. Remember, as always, do something good for somebody. If you don't have anybody to do something good for, do something good for yourself. And remember, great minds talk about ideas, average minds talk about events, small minds talk about people. I am out. Guys, listen, this is Gary from T-Shirt Help Desk. Not necessarily that good, guys. And the only real fight against a bad economy is to create an economy of your own. So do me a favor, guys. If you keep watching, if you go down in the description box, okay, there's going to be a link. I want you to go there and I want you to click on it. Start a t-shirt business or dietrying.com. Click on that link and get on the list so you're going to know when this course is coming out. Trust me, you won't be sorry.